For high school students, most algebra assignments are too generic to resist copying. Flip it by asking students to model something from their real world. You can use AI to turn abstract math standards into concrete student-centered tasks. Now they're not solving for just X, they're designing equations for situations they care about. Here's an AI prompt you can use to build those assignments. I've asked ChatGPT to create a real-world algebra task for high school students that involves writing and solving linear equations. The task should 1. Ask students to model a personal or local scenario, budgeting, rideshare pricing, social media growth. 2. Require them to create a graph equation and reflect on how changing one variable affects that outcome. And you can include student instructions. And here is the task title, Budgeting a Side Hustle. The scenario they're giving to students are, you're launching a small side hustle, offering tutoring, babysitting, lawn care, or another service of your choice to save money for a personal goal. You charge a flat rate per session or job, and you have some fixed startup costs. You use a linear equation to model and predict your earnings over time. The student instructions are part 1, define your side hustle. They have to choose a service they could realistically offer in the community, identify fixed costs to start or run the business, choose a realistic price per job or session they would charge, set a savings goal. Part 2, write the equation. Let X represent the number of jobs they're going to complete. Let Y represent the total profit. Write a linear equation in the form of Y equals MX plus B. M is the rate per job, B is your fixed cost. Part 3, graph your earnings. Create a table of values, at least 5 values of X. Graph the equation using decimals or on graph paper, and they should label their axes. Part 4, analyze and reflect. Answer the following in writing. What does the slope of your equation represent in real life? What does the y-intercept represent? How many jobs do you need to complete to break even or to reach your goal? And variable impact reflection. If you raised your rate by $5 per job, how would the equation and graph change? What happens to the number of jobs you need to reach your goal? And they've also provided us with a rubric for teacher use or student awareness, that it's a clear definition of scenario and costs. They have to give accurate linear equation. The graph is complete and labeled correctly. There's a written analysis and reflection, creativity, and personal connection. And so there's a total of 40 points there. What you can do as a teacher is let students choose between 2 or 3 real-world options. You can have them require written reflection alongside their computation, and you can use their responses to connect math to meaning. The mindset change we want to think about here is math isn't just about numbers, not just solving for X. It's about patterns and predictions and decisions. And when students use math to explain their world, cheating becomes impossible and learning becomes real.